Hey everyone, it's Michelle here. Welcome to my channel, The Quiet Whispers. Hopefully, everyone is having a good day, having a good week, having a good month, having a good year. These messages are for whenever you see them or whenever they just so happen to pop up on your timeline. All right. If you are new, thank you for stopping by to my channel. Hopefully, my content resonates with you or vibes with you in some type of way, and you decide to subscribe and become a part of the community. I would definitely be more than happy to have you. Also, if you are returning to my channel, thank you for the love and support. Please make sure if you haven't subscribed to my channel that you do subscribe, especially if you keep coming back. All right, that's just a nice way of, showing that you appreciate my content or my content vibes with you or resonates with you in some type of way. And also that helps get me out there in that algorithm so that these messages can reach other people who may need them. All right. So, you all, um, something about me. I get a lot of spiritual messages. I get a lot of intuitive downloads. A lot of things come to me. If I am in a state of solitude where I am just quiet and I am in my resting state, I do get a lot of, spiritual downloads and things like that. Um, Also, I think I mentioned in another one of my videos the nature trail. I absolutely love the nature trail. When I'm on the nature trail, that's when I spend a lot of time. I talk to God wherever I am pretty much. Um, you know, in my home on the nature trail, things like that. But the nature trail is just it's so it makes me feel even more connected. Like I'm connected anyway, but for just being surrounded by God's you know creation, being in the midst of God's marvelous creations. And when I'm on the nature trail and I'm talking to God, and I get so much clarity and so much understanding. And I also have a tendency to get like intuitive messages, spiritual downloads, things like that as well. Um, so I was flipping through my phone. There was something that I jotted down because I have notebooks galore. I have notebooks and planners galore. And I'm the type of person where, that little notepad feature that's included on your phone, you may have some people that may not really utilize that feature. I most definitely utilize that notepad feature. Okay. They had me in mind when they created that notepad feature for the tablets and the smartphones and stuff. But anyway, I just so happen to be, flipping through my notes because sometimes, if something comes to me or if I get a download, I need to jot it down real quick. And sometimes my phone is like the most convenient, thing for me to just whip out. So there was something that I had wrote down in my notes, and I decided to go ahead and share that because I feel like this is something that's really important. This is important to you as an individual, and this is important to you um, in your journey. This is important to you in your spiritual journey. This is also important to you in your spiritual journey. Fake it to make it healing does not work. Let me repeat that again for the people in the back. Fake it to make it healing does not work. Either you are actively healing or either you are not healed. but you cannot fake healing. You can't, because healing comes with too much bagging. My goodness. Healing comes with too much baggage. Healing can come with too much trauma. And depending on your personal situation, what you went through, and what you had to come out of, that is going to determine how much healing you're going to have to do personally in the first place. This is one of the reasons why you can't fake it to make it with healing. You know how you see people on social media and, they're talking about how they're healed and they have all these quotes and, but yet their behavior shows something a little bit different. Now, I'm not going to lie, there are moments when, even for those of us who have done a lot of the healing work, sometimes there are moments when there are certain things, can still trigger us. Sometimes there are still certain things that can still trigger an emotion out of us or take us to a place that we have worked very hard to come from. The beauty of actually doing the healing work is that you get to a place where you become the master of your emotions, and you become the master of you become the master of knowing what you can and cannot control, especially when it comes to other people. Okay, the beauty of healing is how you're actually you're more mindful of certain things that do trigger you or that can trigger you, and you know how to um I don't want to say self-soothe, but it is in a way self-soothing, but it is not self-soothing with a substance. You know how to mentally take yourself to this place of groundedness so that you don't react in a way, or so that you don't allow someone to trigger you to react in a way or feel in a way. Also, when you go through the healing process, you also learn how to have grace with yourself. Just as God has grace with us, we learn how to have grace with ourselves. For those of you who are actually doing the healing work, and you are at a place on your path of healing where you've gotten, like, you've really gotten far ahead as far as, you know your healing, to the point where if you're around a certain individual or you hear a certain individual's name, or somebody brings something up to the point where it doesn't trigger you into emotions, it doesn't trigger you to the point where you become enraged or you have an outburst, or you just have one of those you know moments. And for the people who are not at a place, at that place in their life of healing yet, that is perfectly fine. This is not a dig at whether you just started your healing journey, or whether you've been on your healing journey for years, because anybody who is on their healing journey, or anybody who is actively healing, knows that the healing never stops. Okay, you do get better at coping, okay, because of the work that you put into healing, but the healing never stops. Okay. And like I said, everybody's situation is different. So that also determines how long a person, has to heal anyway, or how much healing work a person really has to do as an individual anyway, because all of our situations are, different, and we've been impacted, in different ways. Okay. everybody does not respond uh, to situations the same way. So, everybody can't be lumped up into the same category. But my point is that, like I said, fake it to make it healing does not work. What needs to happen is that you actually need to just surrender. You have to surrender to the hurt. You have to surrender to the pain. Okay. You have to surrender to what puts you in a place of needing to get on your healing journey anyway. Okay. This is the detox stage. This is the cleansing stage. Okay. Where you take and you surrender to that. And then what you do after you after you surrender, you allow God to come into your life, and you allow God to take it from there. Because a lot of the times, too, the reason why we hold ourselves up on our own healing journey is because we want to be in control. We want to be in control of things so bad. But we have to, a part of healing too is understanding that you're not going to be in control of everything. That's why I said we got to learn how to have grace with ourselves. Okay, you can't be hard on yourself no matter where you are at on your healing journey. But the work has to be done. That's another thing too. Another thing that holds people back from their healing journey is that they don't want to do the work. Healing is not easy. Healing is not a pretty process. However, who you transform into, the person that you turn out to be when you get on the other side of that, when you get on the other side of that pathway, or when you see the light at the end of the tunnel, when you finish going through that transformation, that rebirth, the person that you turn out to be, on the other side of that healing is something just awesome, awesome and amazing. And you look back on your journey, and you look back on the person, place, or thing that made you feel a certain type of way, or was the catalyst to you going on your healing journey in the first place, and you're just in awe. You are in awe at your own progress when you're able to look back and you're able to see proof in the work that you've done to yourself, that you've allowed God to come into your life and assist with doing that work on you. When you finally took the steps to surrender and just say, God, have your way with me. I'm going to go with the flow. I'm going to allow you to take the lead. I'm going to follow your spiritual guidance. I'm going to let you guide me and direct me on this path, on my healing journey. And like I said, no, it is not easy. It's not easy at all. Okay, I went through it. I am still on my healing journey. However, I have gotten to a place in my healing journey where I can honestly say I am no longer a caterpillar. I am a butterfly. Okay, I am almost at that mountaintop. Seriously. And it feels good to be able to say that. It feels good to actually be a product of surrendering, allowing God into my life, and actually doing the healing work. The first step is, you know, choosing to be healed, choosing to be whole, choosing to be happy, choosing to no longer hold a grudge, choosing not to be bitter, choosing to, you know, focus on your priorities, focus on your goals, focus on your children, whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Focus on the things that really matter and not allowing, what someone did to you or what happened to you or whatever your situation was, not allowing that to hold you hostage, not allowing that to hold you back and keep you from moving forward in your life. See, a lot of times, we want to be in control so bad, but we're really not in control. But we have a way of fooling ourselves and making ourselves think that we're in control of everything. We got everything under control. We're good. We're fine. We're great. We're walking around wearing a mask, putting on this facade, these charades and stuff. And really, we're not. We are crying out for help. But we're walking around, trying to put on this brave face like we have all the answers, and we don't. This is a part of healing. This is a part of growth, evolving. Being okay with admitting that you're not in control of something, being okay with admitting, yes, you have a lot of healing work that you need to do, but actually surrendering. That's when you have to take action. Surrender. Okay. Give up the need to be in control and allow God to work in your life. So that's why I say fake it to make it. Healing does not work. Okay, because like I said, eventually you're going to expose yourself because also if you have a community of people who truly believe in you and they believe in um your healing, or they genuinely want to see you healed, surround yourself with those people who are genuinely supportive. Use your wisdom and discernment when it comes to certain people. If you need to get therapy for any reason at all, get therapy. I had to do therapy. I had to get therapy. And I don't regret it. What therapy did was help me to recognize certain things within myself that I needed to work on, as well as the things that I was healing through, things that, I endured, that I went through, that I was healing from. And but when you take the initiative and you surrender and you allow God to work, God is going to place the right people in front of you anyway. Seriously. Because you're going to get that clarity, you're going to get that understanding the more you heal. And it's like you are going to, like, God is going to spiritually guide you to take the next necessary steps to better yourself in your situation, to continue to heal and move forward. Seriously. So even if you don't give therapy a thought, once you truly start to do the healing work, once you truly surrender to God and allow Him to take over and allow God to help you with healing, you are going to get to a place in your healing anyway where you're going to be like, let me, get a therapist. Let me get, a therapist for that additional help. That's the beauty of God. And you're not even going to realize that it's happening. You may or may not realize, but that's just the supernatural beauty of God, because you're healing, and it's like your mind is being reprogrammed, and everything it's just coming back into alignment. It's like you're coming back into yourself again, before the brokenness, before the trauma, or before whatever the catalyst was that caused you to get into a place or a space where you had to do the healing work. Or even if it's old, wounds, hurts, traumas, whatever, from way back when, still, you know So that was just a little message that I wanted to share. Fake it to make it healing does not work. You know, don't shortchange yourself. Okay. Stop trying to take shortcuts from doing the work. No, doing the work is not easy because not only do you have to heal through what you've been through, but you also have to come face to face with your own demons. You have to come face to face with your own mess as well. That's just how healing works. All right. So this is for somebody out there. Somebody out there may be putting on all these little smiles and laughing and and pretending like, oh, I'm good. I'm good. No, I'm straight. I'm good. I'm fine. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Uh-huh. Yeah. But like you toe up on the inside. For real. You toe up on the inside. Somebody is out there wearing a mask. They masquerading like they healed, happy, and whole, but yet you broken. So, now it is time for you to surrender and do the work. Okay. Stop trying to take shortcuts. Stop trying to make yourself appear a certain way and just go ahead and do the work, because you wasting time putting on a facade. The time that you could be spending on actually doing the healing work, you're wasting that time putting on a facade and wearing a mask and pretending. So no more taking shortcuts. Stop being lazy. Stop shortchanging yourself, because in the end you will be so glad that you did. All right. And the person that you come out to be on the other side of that healing will absolutely amaze you. There are gifts and perks that come with healing. There are gifts and perks that come with healing. I'm going to do a part 2 to this. And I'm going to talk about the gifts and the perks that come with healing. You will be so glad that you actually surrendered, allowed yourself to go through whatever it is you're feeling, whatever those emotions is. Allow yourself to purge whatever it is that you need to do, so you can come out on the other side of that. I'm telling you, you will be brand spanking new, and you would think to yourself, why didn't I do this a long time ago? Seriously. But we gonna make this a part 1. This is for somebody out there. Fake it till you make it. Healing does not work. Healing is a lifestyle. Okay, it's a lifestyle. But all right, y'all, I gotta go pick my kids up from school. Um, Hopefully this message resonated with somebody out there. Keep it real with yourself. Don't be lying to yourself. Don't let pride stop you from self-improving. Don't let your pride stop you from self-improving. And don't let, you putting on a show for other people stop you from keeping it real and keeping it real with yourself in general. Okay? Because you only doing yourself a disservice in the end. All right. So, yeah, everybody, this is Michelle signing off. Until next time, everybody be blessed and take care.